Hi boys, let's start question number 1, part 2. It says draw histogram. So here we need to draw a histogram. So let's see what data do we have. So this is basically a 9th standard question, just a revision. Such questions will not be asked for you in 10. Let's see. It says class interval is 10 to 16. It's starting from 10 to 16 and then each class size is 6 and the frequency is 15, 23, 30, 20, 60. So let's first draw. So each break I am taking as 16, right? So this is 10, 16, 22, 28, 34, 40. Perfect. I mark this as x-axis and I mark this as y-axis. Choosing the x-axis was easy because each class interval is equal, but please note that between, and this is my 0, this is the intersection of the x and y. Please note that each individual block, which is 2 centimeter here and 2 centimeter here, should be equally spaced, which means in this case 2 centimeter is equal to 6 units, whereas in the first one 2 centimeter is equal to 10 units. This is 0, this is 10, which means this block here is 10, suddenly it becomes 6. So to remove such problems, we have something called a kink, which I hope you remember. So please ensure that each block is equivalent or is equal in size. Perfect. So we got our x-axis clear. Now let's look at the y-axis. So for y-axis, I need to start with 15. Minimum is 15 and maximum is 30. So before we move on, this is the graph which you will get for your ICSE board. This is a 2 centimeter graph. 2 centimeter by 2 centimeter. What it basically means is each block is 2 centimeter wide and 2 centimeter high. In case you are using a 1 centimeter by a 1 centimeter or any other graph, please do not use them because the ICSE board will give you a 2 centimeter by 2 centimeter. So if you use this now, it will help you practice on. So minimum is 15, maximum is 30. Let's count the number of blocks in your graph paper. I would usually advise you to leave one block on the y-axis and one on the x-axis. So never start, ideally don't start it from the edge unless you have no option. So ideally never start it from the edge, but yeah, that's allowed, but it doesn't look so nice. So leave one block on each side for sure, like the way I have left one from here and one from here on the y. So let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, which means on the x-axis I have 9 plus 1 boxes, which is 10. This is counting even if I start from the edge. And on the y, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I have 12 plus 1, which is 13 boxes. I would advise you to use on the y-axis 1, 2, 5, 10, 50, 100, depending on. So what I'm saying is, what does it mean? Which means each unit should be either 1 or 2 or 5 or 10 or 50. Why is this? Because plotting becomes easier. Between each block, you will notice there are thin lines. How many thin lines are there? In this case, there are 10 thin lines, which means you will need to figure out where it is. So here I need to start with 15, go up to 30. If I start at 15, if I take a kink here, this is 15, I have 13, which means if I take blocks of 1, I would not be able to reach 28. I'll just be able to reach 28. I won't be able to reach 30. So maybe I can take a block of 5, or should I take 2? If I take 2, I will be, yeah, I should be able to go. If I take this as 15 and 17, 19, 21, 23, 25, 27, 29, 31. Perfect. So let me take a kink here as well. So I'm taking a kink here as well, and I start with 15. This is 17. This is 19, 21, 23, 25, 27, 29, 31. Perfect. So between 10 and 16, I need to go up to 15, which means this is 15, this is 15. This software doesn't have a provision of drawing a straight line, so I will have to draw using my free hand. Please don't use a free hand. You don't use a free hand, use a scale. Perfect. So 10 to 16 is 15. Next is 16 to 22 is 23. So this is 21, this is 23. So this is 23. I repeat, you don't use a free hand. Please, I have no option because this software doesn't give me the option of using a scale. So this is for the second one. This is 30. So 30 is not here. Between 29 and 31, there are how many equal spaces? 10. So 10 is equal to 2, which means 5 will be equal to, so I count 5 lines, will be exactly in the middle. Perfect. I repeat and I repeat. I am using freehand because this software doesn't allow me the use of a scale. So my sincere request, use a scale. This in an exam will not be acceptable. Let's go to the next one. That's 20. So it'll be exactly in the middle. So this is 20. Done. And this is 16. So 15 and exactly in the middle of 15 to 17. This is done. So this is my histogram for question 1 part 2. Am I done? No, I'm not done unless I write a couple of things. So what have I plotted on the x-axis? I have plotted class interval going in this way. I have written x-axis, I have written y-axis. What have I plotted on the y-axis? I have plotted frequency, which I plot like this, and I need to write the final thing, which is my scale. So on x-axis, what have I taken? 2 centimeter, because this is a 2 centimeter graph, is equal to 6 units, and on y-axis 2 centimeter is equal to 2 units. Perfect. If I do it like this, I am getting full marks. Let's check mandatory things. Writing x-axis, writing y-axis, writing what you've plotted, writing what you've plotted here, and writing scale for x-axis, scale for y-axis. Reminder, kink is a help which helps you ensure that each block is of same size. Can you take kink in the middle? No, this is not allowed. Kink is allowed only in the beginning of the x-axis, allowed for y-axis as well. Perfect. Thank you. I'll see you with the second question in some time. Bye-bye.